I am David Holder. I'm with the Division of Vocational Rehabilitation. I'm going to talk about youth and transition services and then hand it over to Allie, who's going to talk about, I guess you could say, more adult services. DVR is very complex, so we won't jump down that rabbit hole just quite yet. We'll just talk about meat and potato services, all right? So, again, I am David Holder. The position I hold with DVR is what's called Pre-Employment Transition Services, or Pre-ETS Tech. Unfortunately, DVR loves acronyms. I apologize. So, I am a Pre-ETS technician, right? So, I work with young adults from the ages of 15 to 21 who are on an IEP or 504. So I'm going to open up the floodgates, literally. If you have a young adult who's on an IEP or 504, come talk to me, because we can literally get them services, okay? So, Pre-ETS services, all about skills of employability and all about the young adult. Everything is very individualized, okay? So I'll just go over kind of starting at 15 years of age. We had no idea what we wanted to do, right? And that's great. So when we say, even at 18, because I'm almost 40 and barely just figured it out. So when we're 15 saying, I have no idea what I want to do, awesome, great. That's when we partner with Elizabeth at SWAP, right? Providing those employability skills. And we're going to do that interest survey, really just kind of seeing where that interest may lie, right? And then we'll go explore. That is really kind of the heart of services, is exploration in careers, okay? So, if you can think of it, we can explore it. And like Elizabeth talked about, we're gonna look at every single avenue within a career. So let's say animals. We all love animals, well, some of us, but a lot of young adults nowadays wanna work with animals, right? Well, is that dog sitting? Is that working for a veterinarian? Is that owning nowadays a dog hotel or a doggy spa? Whatever that may be, we're gonna explore it, right? So then what we can do is we can look at how much does that bring in a year? What am I wanting to do after I graduate? Is it maybe going to post-secondary? Do I need school to become a vet tech? That's where SWAP comes in and we look at all of those different things. We have all types of different activities and different internships like Elizabeth was talking about to gain those skills. Now, as we're 15, 16, 17, we're getting to junior, senior status. Everyone's like, hey, what are you gonna do with your life, right? We all heard that, right? That's the main thing I hear from young adults, mom and dad. What are you gonna do with your life? Now, again, I'm almost 40, I barely figured it out, right? None of us really, and if you work in the field you have your degree in, please let me shake your hand after this because most of us don't, right? So, if we're lucky to do so, we can also look at post-secondary educational opportunities. Or if it's maybe trades. Trades are huge right now, right? So let's go back to those trades. Maybe we're gonna explore that. Literally anything under the sun we can explore. Along the way, we're building those skills of employability. So back to what I was saying, junior, senior year, we're getting to graduate. We kind of have an idea of what we're wanting to do. We're gonna go build skills around that career interest, okay? And again, I say career because that's what we're basing those skills of employability around. That career interest. More than likely, most of the time, young adults are more than capable of getting their first job at McDonald's, Taco Bell, wherever it may be, to where we learn those basic skills, right? But Pre-ETS, we're going for that in-career goal. We're wanting to find those skills in that career. So once we get to junior, senior year, we're getting ready to build those skills. We can do that through different work-based learning experiences. There's internships. Now, let's say we do graduate and we're not going post-secondary and we're just wanting to go straight into work, right? That's where Allie can come in, and that's where we would look at maybe moving to a different type of case with DVR that's really gonna focus on either job or post-secondary, right?
So that is where I step in, is when we go to maybe post-secondary education or into job placement and job search. So that's where someone is maybe not quite needing that pre-employment transition services. Now they need employment transition services. We're not in that pre-part anymore. We are ready to go to work. We are ready to go to school. And that's where DVR can step in. We identify a job goal or like a career. We're, again, searching for that in-term, long-term goal because we want our individuals to be employed at the end of our services. So we can provide that job search and job placement where they would work with a job placement provider in order to find the type of job that matches their job goal that we identified. And then we can also look into helping pay for post-secondary education and the books and stuff that come along with it if someone qualifies for that. And then we can go into, once we pay for school, we can also then continue with job search and job placement. So we can really start from point A, graduating high school, what do I do next? Here's what I kind of know I want to major in. Great. That's where we're going to set our job goal for. You graduate college, and then we move into job search and job placement. We help with that until you're employed, which is something that's really cool. And we also will provide supports if you're not feeling super comfortable in the job yet. We can provide job coaching and things like that. And we also can help if a person is receiving benefits like SSI or SSDI. We can make sure that they keep those benefits by providing benefits counseling as well.